Hello, Tab Salad. Hello, Dr. Waldy. Hello, Tina. Hello, Ricky. Mistelli. Salt. We got toiletries in the chat. Cassie was here. Looks like Awishi got a like a 3-month gift sub from Common CJ. Damn. Or month 2 has been entered. Thank you for that, by the way. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mistelli, I gotta give you a shout out because you're the one who did me this solid and made this shit work for me. So free shout out for you. It still kind of looks up into the corner. Like I'm looking straight at the model right now in the camera, and as you can see, it's still going up. But if I go, look straight at it. Hey, Bromir, hello. It seems to be fine if I look at the other monitor, though, but if I look at this one, I don't know. It's the eyes go up into the corner. I don't know why that is. I tried changing the eye sensitivity or whatever, like you said, and it's still doing it, so I'm just like, maybe something that needs, maybe something's different with these type of models. But hello, everybody. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We got some E3 to do. Unfortunately... Next is Intellivision. Now, I know some of you don't know what that is, so I'll explain it again. Intellivision originally was a game console made by Mattel to compete with the Atari 2600. It sold about 3 to 5 million units, and it was the biggest competitor for the Atari 2600. It also competed with the ColecoVision from Coleco. And for years, the company that owned the rights to the Intellivision was run by the lead programmers, and they would just sell compilations. Smash cut to like 2018, 2019, I can't remember, 2017 maybe. Tommy Tallarico, famous video game composer and the person who runs Video Games Live, said, hey, I need a pet project. I'm going to buy Intellivision and make a new console with games that are exclusive to it. And that look like Flash games from like 2005. So as you can probably tell, I'm not super excited, but the only thing I'm really excited about is that it gets an exclusive Earthworm Jim game made by the original creators. So that's the most exciting thing it has. So for those of you who haven't seen Intellivision's stuff before, you guys are in for a treat because it's a train wreck. So we're gonna have fun watching it, and maybe if we're lucky, Cladria, hello, good to see you. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. So we're gonna have fun watching a train wreck, lowercase because I'm never hap, because I'm never cap. I said hap. Oops. What's going on, lowercase? Hope you're doing well. So we're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna be reacting hopefully with some peeps, so I don't have to do this alone. It looks like there are some peeps, so I don't have to do this alone. We got Salt and Karama already in the chat, so I'm going to switch over to the stream screen. And we already have them on the screen. Hey, guys. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Are you guys ready for some shit?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I've survived the last couple E3s today, so yeah.
In gaming.
You guys don't know. You guys don't know Intellivision. I'm just gonna say that you guys don't know Intellivision.
No.
It's so funny. They sent me an email this morning to say, "Hey, our E3 thing is today. Go to the official E3 YouTube channel. They don't even have their own presentation for their own channel." And I'm like, oh god. So as I was explaining to the chat, this is going to be a train wreck. This specific one.
Probably, yeah.
I hope my only hope from this entire thing, from the Intellivision showcase, is that we get to see more of the new Earthworm Jim.
I've heard some shit about Earthworm Jim, but I have never seen it too much.
Oh,
I heard it's like a I heard it's like a very old classic. But I'm young.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to explain what Intellivision is to people. in the last
believe
like
it.
week because nobody knows what it is. It's like, yes, it was a very, very old console from like the 90s. Or not from the 90s, sorry, the 70s. That's why nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim was a SNES game and a Genesis game and an N64 game and then a game for Xbox 360. It's been on a lot of stuff.
So,
Yeah, the Earthworm Jim started off on the SNES and Genesis, and then the sequel was on both consoles, and then the N64 got Earthworm Jim 3D, which the less said about that, the better. And then they remade the first game and put it on Xbox 360, and the remake's actually really good. It also has 4-player co-op.
yeah.
So that's that's the Earthworm Jim franchise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I'm just having dinner. But I'll mute myself whenever I cut or eat something so you don't have to hear the sounds.
I grabbed some food today. I got myself a nice coffee. I had myself a wrap. I got a couple other wraps for later. So I'm not going to get too many opportunities to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks like this is going to start up soon. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the screen capture on so everybody can see the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the cartoon, which I do have on DVD. The Earthworm Jim cartoon series, which who Earthworm Jim in Earthworm Jim 3D and the cartoon is voiced by Dan Castellaneta, who voices Homer Simpson.
Nice.
Interesting.
All right.
Welcome back to the E3
Oh, some people talking.
cast.
I could just mute this because we got other people talking right here.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm in my swimsuit, Hannah. I'm wearing clothes. Shut up. It's summer. Get it? Summer Game Fest. Ah. Oh, man. I've been like anticipating this.
Really?
Is beach episode when? Beach episode when? That's all I'll say.
Mm.
I mean, technically, I
technically
have
this
a
is a
beach
beach
episode.
episode.
If I show my like background,
Mhm.
I technically have the beach episode already.
Yeah.
I could technically switch into swimsuit, or at least not this avatar, but Mike Mascot swimsuit.
Oh, you're good. You don't have to change it. I just did this because I want
I
to.
know.
Oh, speaking of,
Yeah.
the wonderful Tab Salad did a new art piece, a new piece of fan art. He's doing this like swimsuit thing right now of VTubers, and he just did a piece, and it's awesome. And I told him how much I appreciate it, so I need to show this on screen. Is me playing in the water.
Yeah, that is pretty cute.
And a big wave is coming to swoop me over.
I'm not gonna lie. The first thing that came to mind was a bunch of snow on you.
Yeah.
I mean, the last two things he's drawn me in has been with snow. So,
Okay.
but he's doing this VTubers at the beach thing, and I got roped into that, so here I am. And it's adorable, and I love
Cute.
it. So thank you,
Yeah.
Tab Salad. If you're still in the chat, I appreciate you. Right. They're clapping about something.
It looks like they're still in the chat. Yeah.
Come on, let's see that Intellivision. Oh, is it? Nope. Evolution of esports. Intellivision is supposed to start in like 5 minutes. Watch them forget about it. Watch them forget to put their feed in. They're like, "Oops, sorry guys, we forgot."
That or they're just rushing right now to get everything ready. Like, oh fuck, we're in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Or watch them give me the wrong fucking link in the email and they send me a new one.
Yeah, that'd be something. But why wouldn't they be on E3's coverage anyways?
I don't know. It's like the Intellivision Amico, their new console comes out. It comes out holiday of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So this is their big push. If they don't show Earthworm Jim today, I don't think anybody's gonna buy their console. And the only ones who are the weirdos who pre-ordered it for the $250 price tag.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's way too expensive for what it can do. If it was $199, I could see that. If it was $150, $150 would be preferred. But $249.99.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say like maybe
ridiculous.
for $100, sure, but $250? No.
An Nvidia Shield costs less than that, and it does way more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably buy like a fucking Nintendo Switch Lite for like 200. So
Why did they just go multi-platform there? Oh. Yeah, and the console's not going to have any 3D games. It's all going to be, 2D stuff. And all the games look like garbage, except Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim so far is the only one that looks great. $250 to play a new Earthworm Jim game? Am I that stupid? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. I checked my email. They didn't provide a new link, so it must be on this. This is probably just to kill time.
What?
Just get it over with.
Yeah.
getting everyone mentally prepared.
We all got to get you prepared with esports talk for this Intellivision thing.
Mm-hmm. Where probably no esports is actually happening. So
They're on the schedule, so I know it's happening. I know they got to show it.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. And just so you know, this is a new console. This is not the original Intellivision they're re-releasing. This is a new console.
Yeah.
I will say a couple things about it. The controllers are kind of innovative. They updated the original disc and button design with a disc and screen, but you can also use your smartphone as a controller.
You're smart, bro. Really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
All right. Are you going to show Intellivision, or what are we doing here? Oh, commercials.
We're getting closer.
I mean, yeah, we're literally a minute away.
Hog, really? People of game. Oh, come on. What is this? People of the gaming? What? That makes less sense.
God, which bad company got on this? I do wonder.
All right, all the companies involved still know Intellivision.
Mm.
I'd not be surprised if they forgot about it.
I mean, that'd give us like an hour to kill before the next conference.
It's at 9:45 PST, which is now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd have to wait 30 minutes for the take two after that. I mean, if it's 30 minutes, that means their thing is only like 10, 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
Because they normally give about 15-20 minutes between each one. No.
It's still advertising. Wait. No.
Headset. Or not head.
The fuck is binge? You know what? I don't need to know.
I would assume the name for the headphone company.
It probably is the headphone
here we go.
company.
Age in next-gen consoles remains scarce to find. A blast from the past has come along with a new focus to bring gaming to your sofa. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Intellivision.
Oh boy, you guys ready?
They
Hell
literally have
yeah.
nothing. It was just advertising the website.
E3 exclusive.
Hi, I'm Tommy Tellerico, and what an honor it is for Intellivision to be a part of this year's E3. I want to personally thank the ESA for having us be involved. And we have seen some incredible,
By the way, on the table at
incredible
top,
stuff.
on the
What a
top there,
great
that's the
time
console. That's what it
to
looks
be
like.
a gamer. I've been in the
Nice.
video game industry for over 32 years and have been a part of the creative teams that have made some of the greatest video games of all time, including
showed
things like
fucking Sonic.
Disney's Aladdin, Earthworm
And the Black
Jim,
Knight is the
Tony
first
Hawk
thing.
Pro Skater, Metroid Prime, Guitar Hero. I'm even the guy who did the oof sound for Roblox. Don't
Yo.
In fact,
don't know if
I
that's
own
a
the
good
Guinness
thing
World
for-
Record for the person who's worked
I
on
don't
the
know
most
either.
video games in their lifetime. My mother's very proud. But I'm here today to talk about Intellivision and our brand new video game console, Amico. Now, Amico is the Italian word for friend, and that's basically what we've designed our entire system and games around.
you saw
That
this.
friendship, that multiplayer, that couch co-op experience. See, when I was growing up,
I love
we
that
didn't
image
have
because
the
it
internet
reminds
to
me of
play
like
video
the
games.
cheap
So if you
Chinese
wanted to play with somebody
knockoffs.
else, you went
like
over to their
Yeah.
house or they came
the
over
Lexer
to your
book.
house. It was everybody in a room.
How they'd always
In
have
fact,
families
I bet
looking
if you're a
awkwardly having
hardcore
fun
gamer,
together.
You're probably like me, and I bet your fondest
No,
memories
it's not just a
of
cell phone
playing
charger.
games
It's a
were
game
when you
console.
were playing with other people in the same room
Wow.
together. That's what we're all about. Now, look, I'm going to be
Wow.
honest. For a lot of you
It's
out
like
there
one of those
watching this, I'm not
corporate
gonna
white
impress
commercials
with
you
our
see for like seen on
teraflops and
TV
gigawatts
products.
and screaming processor and incredible lifelike graphics. That's not what we're about. What we are is a really simple, fun party machine that
Oh my
you can
God, they
bring
have
out
hashtag
when maybe
voting.
some of your non-gaming
Oh
friends
my
come over.
God.
Maybe you have a husband or a wife who isn't into gaming as much as you are. Maybe grandma comes over and you want to play a simple motion control game or a card game or a board game, dice, whatever it is. See, all of our games
If they want to play a board
are
game or
built
dice,
around
they're gonna
fun
break out a board
and
game or dice.
simplicity.
Some of
That's
the games
most
are kinda
important
neat,
thing
like,
for us. And
the updated
gathering
version
people
of,
in a room together to do
that
it.
one dungeon
Here at
crawler that was on
Intellivision,
Intellivision
we've assembled
looks really
an
good.
incredible, passionate team
And
of
it's
game
cool that he got
makers
like
who have over
people
600
who made the
years
original
experience
games
making some of your
for the
favorite
original
games.
television to make new
Everything
versions
we
of their
do,
games.
we focus on
But
bringing
like,
people together
some of these people haven't made
and
games in
having
like 30
simple
plus
fun.
years.
In fact, we've designed our hardware
Mhm.
entirely around those two things. So for example, our controller is really unique. It has a color capacitive touchscreen on it. It really comes in handy when you're playing others that might not be as good as you in gaming. So it's a great way to give them little hints. For example, here in Shark
And the
Shark,
controller is
whoever's
kinda
in
nice,
last
but there's no
place,
Pro
it
controller.
will vibrate.
That's your
We have
only option,
vibrating
that or a
as
cell
well.
phone.
And then it shows the color
Yeah.
of the clam that's going to release the next big bonus pearl. So only that player will get that information. And also having a screen on every single controller gives you a lot of really cool and unique abilities.
No, it has buttons on
to
the
do
top and
game
bottom
and game
as
designs.
well.
For example, everybody has
Wow.
their cards and they can hide it in a game like Spades. And here you'll see it on Farkle, another one of our 6-pack-in games that you get free.
Oh my
on
God,
the
it's struggling to
console.
load.
You can shake it and you'll feel the vibration. We have haptic feedback.
Did you see that?
And watch, you pour
Yeah.
it out, boom,
It
and
was
it does
stuttering.
pour right out onto the screen.
Mhm.
Motion controls
Wow,
are
man, that's
also
so
really
cool.
important, especially for casual gamers. So a lot of our sports
so
and
we listen-
recreation,
oh, no.
for example, will use that kind of
Oh,
motion control.
no.
You'll see here with cornhole, you're throwing the bag into the hole. By the way, this is another game that comes free on every console.
Stick it in
Now,
your
our main disc
cornhole.
is really unique as well. Most directional pads.
We're
have
here for
8
one thing and
positions,
one
up,
thing
down,
only.
left, rights, and
See,
diagonals.
see what happened,
It has 64
Andrea, is
directions
how many times Miko
and
saw the
touch
Wii?
sensitivity
He's like,
as well, so the harder
oh,
I
there's
press
still a
down,
market for that.
it'll affect
You know,
gameplay. Here's a
even though
feature I
everybody
think
has a
lot
cell
of
phone
gamers
and
are
that's what
gonna
they
love.
play
I
those
can
type of
take
games
my
on now.
Controller, I can go over your house, dock it in your system, and because it recognizes that it's my controller, we can now play all of my games that I own on your system at your house. As
Or,
long as
you
my
know, you could just
controller
sign
is
in with an
there,
account
my
and
games are
download
there
them.
as well. Another cool
Yeah.
feature that we incorporated is wireless contact charging. So once you're done with your controller and your game's over, you just dock it right back into the base and it charges for you.
Oh,
Another
man,
unique
wireless
feature of
charging. We haven't had
Amico
this
is
for a
that we
long
have
time.
interactive
Wow.
LED lighting
It's
all
not actually
throughout
wireless
the
charging,
console
though.
itself, the base,
No.
and all of the controllers. We also have RFID built throughout the entire console, which means you can get a gift card, for example, tap it on the system, and it shows up immediately. You know what's really cool about having the focus?
That is
being
useful, though. I
people
will give them
playing
that.
Together.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give you an example. Astro
Better than
Smash
typing
is
in a code.
4-player game.
So there
At
are some
any
benefits.
point during
And that's the
game,
upgraded version of
somebody can
Astro
pick up a
Smash, which was
controller
one of their big
and just
games.
hit the ship they want
Yeah.
and go
I mean, it
right
looks
into the
fun,
game
but like
at
it
any
also looks like a
point.
Flash game.
Now, for all you collectors
Oh,
out
wait,
there,
just-
you'll be
it
happy
look-
to
it
know
also
that
looks like it
not
can
only
barely
we
handle it.
download games
Yeah.
digitally, but we also
lagging
have
as soon as
physical
the
media
Rockstar
as
break
well.
apart.
I
and
like
we'll
that they
be
do have
releasing
physical
more
games, but you
information
can't
about
actually put the
that
games
later
in
this
it.
year.
You just
Now,
tap
here's
them.
something I think a lot of gamers
Yeah.
are going to appreciate. We don't allow any loot boxes, in-game purchases, in-app advertising, or paid downloadable content. But what we do have is an online leaderboard system for most of our games where you can go in there and check your scores against your
And some of these
state,
games were
your
games that
country,
failed on
the
other systems that they
world,
bought
or
exclusivity
the month,
rights for.
the year, and of all time. And those scores tie into our achievements as well. So if you have the high score at the end of the month of your
And I almost
country,
feel bad
we're going to
seeing the
email
little
you a
lag spikes here and
certificate
there.
that you can go
Yeah.
print out and
TTP
hang on your wall.
plays.
Now, as
Thank
we all
you for the
know,
follow.
the most
100
important
base.
part of any video game
Everyone
system
was going to do
are the games
DVD
themselves.
Nintendo just
They
had to
all
keep
have
it
to be
consistent.
super fun to
Wait for the
play.
cart manufacturer.
And that's where we really, really shine. In fact, all of our games on our system are highly
I prefer
curated.
cartridges to disc
All of them
because
contain
cartridges are
single
physical
and
chips, too.
multiplayer or couch co-op
Yeah.
mode.
Oh.
Plus, they're a
And
little
all
harder
the
to
games
damage.
on our system are
See, some of the games are
exclusive
kinda
or
neat,
contain
but, like,
exclusive content.
I think they're kind
Like
of
Retro
neat. The average
Reimagined,
person
where
probably
we
be
take
like,
some
"Why
of
do I
the
want to play
greatest
this?"
classic video games
Mm.
of all time, give them new graphics, new
The
audio.
Night Stalker, that
add
was the one game I was
multiplayer
talking
and
about.
couch co-op.
This one's actually
Some of the things
looks
we have,
really
for
good. I think they did a
example,
good job on that one.
12 of the best games from Atari, like Breakout, Asteroids, Tempest, Missile Command. We have games like Burger Time and Bump and Jump, and even
Bump
some
and Jump?
of the best Intellivision
It's got Bump
games
and
in
Jump?
the past, like Cloudy Mountain.
They updated Adventure to
Night
make it
Stalker.
4-player. That's kind of
We
neat.
have edutainment titles for kids 7 and under, things
Oh,
like
no.
Sesame
Wow.
Street and Care Bears. Now, our
Oh,
original
no,
IP
the Care Bears
category
game looks
contains
terrible.
brand new games
It
that we've
does.
created, a lot of times around our unique
It looks like an
controller.
HD
Some
version
those
of
games are platforms
Pokemon
like
Team Turbo,
Finnegan
which, if you know what
Fox,
that game is,
Bomb
it's
Squad,
terrible.
Space
I
Strikers,
thankfully do not.
Flying
It's a
Tigers,
PC game.
and we even
now I
got
gotta
the
It's a PC
original
racing
Echo the
game.
Dolphin
I reviewed it
team
years
to
ago.
create our new title
It's
called
terrible.
Dolphin Quest. We even take more modern games
Oh, God.
and add exclusive
The Evil
co-op
Knievel
modes.
game.
Games like Rigid Force Redux Enhanced
This looks
and
kinda neat.
Dino Blaster. Now, our
AKA
sports and
Bomberman, 'cause you couldn't
recreational
get the license.
category not only has
Yeah.
big sports like Major League Baseball and soccer, but also recreational sports like cornhole, skiing, pool, and many more. Now,
Oh, you
our
did say
casual
stick it in the
category
cornhole earlier.
contains many party games, dice games, board games, card games, things like spades, emoji charades, and even award-winning board games like Blank Slate, Telestrations, and Ink and Gold. Now, I've already mentioned some really big partnerships and licenses
Ink
like
and
Major League
Gold? Aw,
Baseball
man.
and Sesame Street, but we have even more, including things like Mattel Hot Wheels, Harlem Globetrotters, and so much more. Now, we've previously announced
some
that we're
Data
doing
East
a
games,
brand
okay.
new exclusive Earthworm Jim game for Intellivision. And we got the original team to be
Are you
going to
show the fucking
we wanted to do
gameplay
something
today?
special. So we're going to give away 3 of these new prints. All of the team members signed it. All you
By the
have
way,
to
the
do
only
is
person who's not
email
involved in the
Cal
Earthworm Jim game is
at
Doug Tanaple.
Intellivision.com with the
You know, the
subject
person
line,
who was the head
Groovy.
of the original
You have
series.
till the end of June to do that.
Really?
And then we'll announce
Everyone
3
else is,
winners
though.
at the end
Just
of the month.
not Doug
Why-
Well,
Tanaple.
thank you for spending a little
Why
time with us
aren't
here
they?
today. Hopefully, as
Because
you
he
can
has his own
see,
company.
our approach is a
Oh,
little
makes his-
different
and
actually
than
makes
everything
games.
else that's out there.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
we really don't view others as competition. What we're doing, we view as complementary to what the video game industry is doing. It's such an exciting time to be in the industry, to be a fan of the industry.
You don't view them as competition,
and we
but
are
you're trying to take a
fans
market
of the
that
video
like,
game industry. And you know,
that
if
your
there's something
competition
that you've
is cell
seen here
phones.
today that might be of
Yeah.
interest,
You're
or
not gonna
maybe
win
you're a
that
developer who
competition,
wants
so-
to make some games for us, maybe you want to place a pre-order, please go to Intellivision.com. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna show. What?
Thank you, Tommy, for that.
No,
look at
that was their whole
Intellivision.
presentation?
Guys, what I
That was
appreciate
10
the most
minutes.
is that he started the presentation with, this isn't like what you've seen before E3, right? We're doing something different. We're going the
Yeah.
original direction. What did you think of that?
Yeah,
Oh, that
so
was
you know,
bad.
I've been saying this a lot. I've always
They
been
barely
They
showed the new
didn't even
console. They
show
didn't even show
anything.
Earthworm Jim.
They got a spot at E3 and they showed nothing. Oh my god.
That's pretty
This
bad,
console
yeah.
comes
This
out in
is
6
sad.
months. This console comes out in less than 6 months. And they
didn't even
showed
talk their
nothing.
main game. Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't. Hold on. When is the next thing? I just want to see.
15 after.
Take-Two Interactive. Okay, you guys want to see the train wreck that is Intellivision, Amico?
Sure, why not?
Yes, I do.
Let me show you guys just a sneak peek. I'm just gonna switch back over to this.
All right.
Okay, what do we have here?
Okay. So this is their gameplay trailer from last October.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, after this fucking ad.
I hate this ad. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not over? What do you mean it's not over? Hold on. Oh,
Thank
he could
Never
do
mind.
better with the
Thank you for
Amigo.
Dr. Waddle-Dee.
So for me, what stood out was definitely Earthworm Jim,
Yeah.
and then definitely accessibility.
Yeah, that's their whole thing with it, right? And
Oh, they're just
I like
talking
the
about
idea
it.
that they're presenting something
Yeah.
different at the end there. Tommy talking about
Yeah.
the fact that we're not.
Yeah, they're
we
just
don't look at
talking
other people
about it.
as competition because
okay. Anyways. I'll turn this down a little bit. Oh man, shark. See, some of these look like interesting games, but not something that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
Oh man, Astro Smash, and a television classic. It's never looked so bland.
Yeah.
But hey, 4-player co-op.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Skiing is a classic on the original television. So this looks okay. This doesn't
Pretty
look
good,
great,
yeah.
but it looks okay. Actually, I should probably, in case this music is copyrighted, I'm just gonna mute that. It's not like there's anything you need to see anyways.
Yeah.
Night Stalker. See, this is one that I actually think looks really good. This is one that I would probably play for hours.
Hmm.
The original Night Stalker's a classic as well. Intellivision was the first classic console I owned, like from the second generation of game consoles. I have a lot of memories with it. It wasn't actually mine. It's my dad's console, but he gave it to me fully when I moved. Um, and he had a ton of games for it. My brother and I just discovered it one day, and we played a bunch of games, and we had a great time.
Mhm.
But the Intellivision compilation for like PS2 and Xbox has most of the good games on it.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, no one tell VTuber
Bless you.
sneezes. So if you ever want to experience the console, that's the easiest way to do it. That or just
Mhm.
emulation. But
Yeah.
but like this is not look good. This looks like annoying to play. I mean, Breakout is Breakout.
Looks kind of like someone took a mobile game and expanded it into a just threw it on a TV screen.
That's the thing. A lot of these look like mobile games. Like Missile Command. Okay, an updated port of Missile Command. Good idea. With 6-player co-op, not a bad idea. But
Yeah.
again, it looks like a mobile game. Looks like something you can get on your phone. And the funny part about all of this is there's a Television Amico app you can get for phones to play the games.
Yeah.
They're literally mobile games, but on a different console.
Yeah. So there's literally no reason to get the console.
Yeah.
I'm having some more of my food.
What you eating?
Sorry if I get crunch in your ears.
You're
But yeah,
fine.
no, this is just like
Fine.
this is what the main console selling is. Like again, Moon Patrol doesn't look terrible, but looks like a game for mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the system. Everything looks like a fucking mobile.
Like this would have been
Except
fun,
you
like,
don't have ads in
5,
the
10
middle of the
years
level.
ago.
Sorry, what was that, Corona?
I said they'd have probably had a good chance like 5, 10 years ago, but not now.
Yeah. If this came out in 2010, I could probably see it doing well, but it would be competing with the Wii.
Yeah. Which is what their whole basis for it was anyways. It was like,
And this is clearly just a Bomberman clone. They couldn't get the
Yeah.
license to Bomberman, so they made their own.
mhm.
And it's just like, I don't want to hate on this console. Like, I mean, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Like, because I can get content out of it. So I'm going to be getting it. But,
Mhm.
like, if that wasn't the case, I would have no reason to buy this.
Pretty much.
Except maybe for Earthworm Jim. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, no, it's an ad. Of course it is. Rigid Force Redux is another one that I really like.
Mhm.
Because the original Rigid Force is really good. It's basically like an R-type clone. But a good one. Nitro Derby was originally a VR game that failed. And you can probably tell from the footage and the perspective that something is off. Oh. And Finnegan Fox used to be a mobile game that they bought the rights for and just revamped.
Mm.
Ah, yes, they have Pong.
Yeah. They should have called it Pong on Crack.
Be interesting. Though.
Oh man, Pool. Can't play that anywhere else.
I mean,
It's
depending
not
on
like there
where
is-
you are,
There's plenty of online services where you can play pool.
for free at that.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I mostly play Pool? VR
Where?
chat.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've never played pool with VR chat. But yeah, it's fair when
So-
Yeah,
We should hang out sometime VR chat.
you're right, we should.
You know. Wink, wink.
Ahaha. Stoon.
Oh man, Dice.
Yahtzee.
I don't know what Spades is.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Name sounds
Oh
familiar.
boy, emoji charades.
I'm sorry.
Play charades using emojis.
Yeah.
This is just a mobile game.
Yeah.
Oh, in this game, Liar's Dice, the fucking sad frog. I think I posted an image of that once. And like, this is how I feel about Intellivision.
Mm.
There's some interesting party games on the system, but like, man, that's their big seller. Party games.
Mm-hmm. It's like Jackbox on a console.
Which you can already get on
Yeah.
a console.
Or just buy Jackbox.
Exactly. Like, even this game looks like a Flash game.
It does, yeah.
Mhm.
The fucking Sesame Street license game.
It looks like one of those scary kids game. Not like scary and it's like it's perfectly being trying to be scary, but those
My God,
creepy
Care Bears
one.
looks the worst. There's no animation on the carts. Oh wait, here we go. Why do they go
wheels.
so slow? Why?
You know, fast cars isn't child safe.
Evil Knievel. This
How
game is
many
a
people
train
even know
wreck on
who
mobile.
Evil Knievel is anymore?
You don't know who Evil Knievel is?
I said, how many people know who Evil Knievel
How many
even
people
is?
know what the Intellivision is? How many times have I had to explain it?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It just looks like a Happy Wheels.
Essentially,
Little bit.
yes. Like, these games, like... Oh, in the last presentation they did, Tommy Tallarico was almost like making a joke of it.
Yeah.
It's like,
even he realizes how bad it is.
by the way, this has been rebranded into a Hot Wheels game.
Real.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you even play Hot Wheels as a game?
There's a I had a Hot Wheels racing game on the Nintendo DS.
You know what was a huge disappointment?
What?
The Hot Wheels game for Xbox One.
Was
They made a Hot Wheels game for the Xbox One?
Yeah, there actually was a bundle you could get that comes with it.
Mm.
My brother bought it. There was no multiplayer. We're like, how do you
That's
make a Hot Wheels game
disappointing.
with no multiplayer?
Yeah.
Oh, we have just enough time. Do you guys want to see the trailer for Earthworm Jim?
Hell yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we got 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes.
We got time. All right, here we go. You guys ready for this? Thinking you'll miss it. The last presentation ended with this. Now this is a huge quality boost from a lot of the other games.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
But guess what?
What?
That's all you get.
Oh no. It's probably gonna drop in quality when the full game releases. I mean, I hope it doesn't, but you know, I could see it like that. Like,
Mm.
it happens with a lot of games. I
These
feel
games
like
from the
there's some
90s don't-
games.
Why is she holding Chrono Trigger?
They got really, really amazing content.
Why is
so-
DoorDash on
Of
this?
course, I know. I'm
I
like,
don't
I don't
know.
think I've ever.
Yeah, do you want to put on white gloves before?
DoorDash
you
is
handle
gonna
it?
release their
I
own
mean,
console.
I've never actually held
it's
a
just
Chrono
delivery
Trigger,
games.
I know. It's
I saw one in Tokyo in Akihabara. I walked around for a little bit and I saw one there and I asked the guy if I can grab it. He looked at me, said I was crazy, and then I left being, in tears. But this is like a piece of history.
Yeah.
This is This is super cool.
Greg, you can hold it too. I mean, I know this.
I don't have a box
You'll
copy
send
of
me up
Chrono
for like when that
Trigger,
guy
but-
shows the Woodstock ticket and tears it in half by accident. I'm not touching that. I'm not ending up on live stream fails.
Oh my god, I love it. But I feel like you can just feel the energy like coming off of the game. You know?
You can
it was one
feel
of the
the
greatest
energy,
RPGs
guys.
I know,
ever.
seriously.
Till this day.
Yes,
it's
I
still
feel
one
the
of the greatest
energy.
RPGs, like top 5.
Can you feel it now,
Oh,
Mr.
easily
Krabs?
in my
Yeah.
top 5.
Oh,
Who's in your top 5, y'all?
I want to say real quick that, and this is a reformed Sega kid speaking.
So-
that, like video games made me who I am today. Obviously, it's my entire life, my entire.
Do you
career,
guys
my
feel
entire
like
passion.
you would
Yeah.
want an
But, like,
Intellivision
I always
Amico?
look so longingly at people who were
No.
Nintendo kids.
I wish I could
Well,
bring
like,
someone
I
to
feel
forget
like
about it.
you just,
if anything.
I feel like you guys had a different
wish I could
education, and
unlearn.
that's not to say Sega did it, but like I was a dumb kid.
Yeah,
I
very
wish I
much
could
so.
unlearn about it.
Yeah.
In fact, I would probably pay the price for the television Amico to unlearn about it.
Exactly. Just don't raise a console. Here's some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that presentation put the morbidly depressed and morbidly depressed demon.
Look. Karama.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you can afford it. Just don't.
Yes, exactly.
Just don't. Let
Don't
me
what?
do this burden for you.
No, I don't plan to, frankly. You're the one making this bad decision. This is on you.
I am going to stream the Amico games at some point.
Uh,
I'd like to do a full playthrough of Earthworm Jim. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. The funny thing is, there's another console that came out recently called the Evercade, which is both a console and a handheld. And it actually has licensed games. And they're on cartridges. And what it's made for retro. It's made for the retro market because it's all retro games. But that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, yes, it is its own console. It's not getting, new games per se, but it knows what it is.
Yeah, it's just a new way to play retro games.
Exactly. And they've got collections. There's an Atari collection. There's collections for other companies, Capcom, other things. You're getting a ton of games and collections, and they're, releasing some other things too. But like, it's a retro thing. It's strictly a retro console. Like,
Yeah.
it knows what it is. And it does have a handheld mode. And that's it. But the Amico, on the other hand, is like, we want to be a new retro console with new retro experiences. And party games. And basically anything that was on the Wii that wasn't crap. And the stuff that was crap.
yeah.
The Amico basically says, we want to be a new Wii. We want to capture that market of people who, have moved on to cell phones.
Yeah, it's like we're a me or we're a Wii, but with the mediocre or bad games. They don't even have Wii Sports.
Or an equivalent, yeah.
No, but they have Cornhole.
Ah, yes, I'd rather play Corn.
And that's the thing. The Amico is going to fail. That's the thing. Like, you know what? I would love to be proven wrong. I hope the Amico does well. It won't.
Yeah. I wish it the best, but I have low hopes.
I have zero, frankly.
If you're not somebody from my generation or older, there's little chance you give a shit about it.
Yeah.
Even people from my generation don't give a shit about it.
I didn't even know that Intellivision was a company until today.
Yeah, people just don't know about Intellivision. The name is dead to people who, unless you're somebody in your like 30s or 40s. Or older.
I only heard like television at the beginning. I was like, why are we talking about television? Isn't this E3? And then I heard, oh, Intel. And
like the first thing that came to mind when I heard Intellivision was Activision, which is how removed from Frame and Television.
Well, hey, Activision was a company that was birthed out of that the second generation of game consoles. They did make games for the Intellivision. Though Activision is a far cry from what they used to be. Activision was originally formed because game designers at Atari weren't being given credit for their games. They were not considered they were considered less important than the people who assembled the games on the actual cartridges.
Yeah.
So the head designers at Atari said "fuck you," left and made their own company and made games for the Atari 2600. And legally, they couldn't be stopped because Atari made their console out of off-the-shelf parts. They actually took them to court, and Activision won, basically stating that there's no exclusivity for the Atari. And then the video game crash from 1983 happened, and then Nintendo came in and made an exclusivity contract, and now all game consoles now games published on game consoles have to go through the console manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another company that was birthed out of that time, EA. And guess what EA stood for? Electronic Artists. They were another company that was about giving the designers credit. In fact, their early games, they look like records, like albums. You buy them, and you got basically a record. And instead of the band being on the front,
Vice President
they'd have
of Corporate Communications and Public Affairs for Take-Two Interactive.
They'd have the game designers
Thank
as if
you
they
for
were the
joining us
band
today, and
for the
welcome
album.
to Virtual E3 2021.
Yeah.
Take-Two, like many organizations, is deeply
All right,
committed
Take-Two
to
time.
and actively involved in numerous initiatives to enhance diversity, equity, and inclusion within our society and industry. Affecting meaningful, sustainable change is a continuous process, and there is no one solution that can achieve that goal. We believe that to
Now let's
enact
go to
change,
Nintendo and see what
especially
they're
for
up
those
to.
in underserved and underrepresented
And
Oh, that's
communities,
tomorrow?
there needs to
The
be
stuff
a
for tomorrow,
continuum of activism and engagement
I have to
with
do after
educational
work,
programs
so
serving as its core foundation. Beginning with children in elementary school, we have the ability to light a spark of creativity, intellectual curiosity, and wonder that can last a lifetime. Continuing through middle and high school,
I'm basically
we
gonna have
can
to stay off
support
Twitter
and
all day
nurture
till
students
you
during
start
their
the stream
formative
for it.
years and increase the depth of their skills that can provide a pathway to attending one of the 400 plus colleges and universities within the United States that offer degrees in game design. Providing opportunities to attend these academic institutions, including need-based financial support, is also a critical component to helping end generational cycles of inequality.
I think Take-Two's a different company than 2K, isn't it?
Technical degrees, students can learn firsthand from industry leaders that share their experience, acumen, and passion through one-on-one mentoring and internships at our organization. Together, if our industry can execute this continuum, we will have invested meaningfully in the lives of the youth from these communities for more than a decade before they begin their professional journey. Diversity and inclusion make us a better industry for today, and most importantly, for tomorrow. It allows us to make better entertainment experiences
just kind of
that are
bad.
authentic,
It's like when I am in my fucking classes on Microsoft Teams, because I also use a background remover,
important partners who will share
or at
their
least a
organization's mission
alternative
and role in
background.
this endeavor, as well as their insights on how we as an industry can continue to take these important steps together for the future. We hope that you find their work as inspiring as we do. It is now my pleasure to turn things over to my colleague, Tony Lagans, Director of Diversity and Inclusion for 2K, who will be the moderator for today's discussion.
Thanks, Alan. It's my pleasure to be your moderator for today's session. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce my esteemed panelists
It doesn't
today.
say that one came through.
We're going to start off with Jim Huntley.
Weird.
Jim Huntley
thank you for
is
the Prime
currently
sub.
the professor and head of marketing at USC. Jim is a faculty advisor, and he's an executive producer for USC Games Expo and a co-founding partner of PackU Gaming. Next, we have Susanna Pollock. Susanna is the president of Games for Change, which is a nonprofit that empowers game creators and social innovators
2K and Take-Two are two different companies.
Impact through games and immersive media. Next to Susanna, we have Gordon Bellamy. Gordon is a professor of practice of cinematographic arts at USC. He is also the head of USC Bridge Incubator, which is a program that helps to cultivate the next generation of leaders in the video game industry.
Be fair, I don't even know what we're looking at.
And last, next to Gordon, we have Layla Shabir. Layla is the founder of Girls Make Games, which offers a series of summer camps, workshops, and game jams designed to inspire the next generation of designers, creators, and engineers. Welcome to all of you, great panelists, and thank you so much for joining our important discussion today.
Oh, it's
now,
just a
I'd like to
discussion.
dive right in here. And Jim, I'm going to start with you. In Alan's opening,
I thought
he
we're getting to
mentioned
see
something
game
that
stuff.
was so important, and it was really just talking about the increasing role that diversity,
It is called the
equity, and
interactive
inclusion
panel,
it is
so
playing in the video game
How long does
industry
this go?
today. So before we get into
like
the
an
big
hour?
concepts that we're
Fuck.
talking about here, let's
Yeah,
just break some
about
things
50,
down for our
45
viewers.
minutes.
Jim, can you help us understand and talk about equity and
Here's what
diversity
we'll do.
and why it's so important in the
We'll leave it up.
conversation about the
I'm gonna
video
go to the
game
bathroom
industry
real quick.
today?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll be
Equity and
back
diversity
in a
has been
couple of
challenge
minutes.
for the gaming industry since its inception.
I'd
It
make
hasn't
another
really
iced coffee.
changed very, very much over time. But I think the biggest change that people are seeing
Yeah.
in the
I'm just
last
gonna
2 to
keep
3
drinking
years are
alcohol.
the lack of it in the modern era.
I
And
drink
the
alcohol, but it's
rationale
Monday,
that
and I
really
also
comes
just
behind
recovered
not
from a
having better equity and
hangover, so
diversity in the industry from here on out. So what I like about
I mean,
working
it's
with
only a
companies
mic,
like
so it's only like
Take-Two and some other
5%
companies have
anyway,
reached
so
out
I'm
to
not
me
too
about
worried.
an initiative we started called the
yeah. No,
Gerald
I
A.
could
Lawson
technically. Oh, my
Endowment Fund
fucking
is that companies
hill
are
is
now
still
looking to
beeping.
invest in getting
Mm.
more diversity in their ranks and getting more stories told from different points of view.
I appreciate that. That's great conversation there. So let's talk about just kind of the inequities and why is it so important to have these conversations. Talk about that whole aspect and just getting people in the right mindset to understand what's available for them as majors in this industry. Jim, just talk to us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So a lot of what we've been focusing on from a USC Games perspective is making sure that students of color, Black and Indigenous students in particular, because they have the least amount of representation within our industry out of all the various demographic groups. We've been focusing on scholarships, but the challenge that we have, and I think the challenge that society and the industry has, is it starts earlier than that. There's a phrase from, I can't remember who to attribute to, but there's a phrase that he used that I remember saying, the inequities of our past pay dividends into the future. And that sticks with me because the reality is if you don't have a great opportunity or access to computer science labs and specialized education in grade school and high school and junior high school, the odds of you having a great portfolio piece when it comes time to apply to a program like ours puts you at a deficit. And if that deficit keeps rolling on into the future, generation after generation, the gap between the ability to get into some of these slots in game design and not being able to get them gets wider and wider. So we need to do a better job as a society, and we are willing to do our part and help work with companies like Take-Two to lead the vanguard on how do we get students some opportunity from grade school? Like how do we make sure they can see this as an option? Because when I, as a Black man, get in front of a small group of grade school students, and I say I work in the video game industry, you can see the eyes just their minds explode because they've never seen anyone like me and the videos they see on YouTube or other visitors to their classes and to their seminars. So it's important to show that we have a presence here, but it's also important to make sure that the students who look like us, who are 20 years, 30 years, 40 years behind us, also have the opportunities that we didn't in some cases to get a job in this industry.
Yes, thank you so much for your insight. So important there. Susanna, that really kind of speaks to a lot of the great work that you're doing in helping to reach this underserved community.
There is something
Can you talk about the
I
work
think I might
that
show
Games
you
for
guys
Change
while
is
we're waiting.
doing?
Sure. So, our mission, as you
There
said
is an
earlier, is to
Intellivision
empower game designers.
I want to show you guys that
and
Intellivision thing I was
social
talking
innovators.
about, where they weren't taking it seriously.
All right.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Another reveal trailer. It was... See, even fucking John Riggs can't get behind the Intellivision Amico. Okay. Man, they hyped up this presentation. They showed nothing.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Okay, hold on. Need to go to their channel, I think. Find it. Let's see. Was it? Hold on. Television Miko presentation. Fortunately, this is probably just going to be an E3 when I look this up. Yep. Okay. Here's their Amico event from before. I think. Hold on.
What happens when you take Rocket League Racing, combine it with StarCap?
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find the section. Oh, here it is. Here it fucking is. Okay. This is them not taking their own shit seriously. First off, look at this guy's face.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like he's happy to be there.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it would be cool if we kind of showed an exploded version of Intellivision Amico. Everything you see here on the table was designed 100% in-house by our Intellivision engineers. And we're really, into the testing phase right now for things like durability. Like, see this here? Look at that. That's a polycarbonate. You know what polycarbonate means?
More coffee.
I don't either. Other stuff, I mean, look at the board. I'll tell you a little secret. We have a little running man etched on all of our internal boards. That's for the controller. This is for the hotspot. But that's the thing. We're continually testing to make sure we're optimizing every element of the system, from things like the battery here to the
just looking at him, he looks like Butch Hartman.
Oh, look at this thing here. You know what this is?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't either. I have no idea what this is, but I'm sure it's important because if it's on this table, it's super important.
My God.
Here's the haptic motor. These are the things that vibrate the whole thing. Look at the spring I got. Oh, there goes the spring. Okay. And I have a note here from my mechanical engineer, Slade. He says, Tommy, ask which one they like better. So one of the things we're doing right now, for example, is, see this one's a gloss, kind of looks like a really cool, this is for our vintage wood grain, looks like a cool interior of a car. This one looks more natural. Gosh, I don't know, I like the gloss. Tell you what, help us decide. Leave a comment right now. Which one do you like better, the gloss or the matte? Let us know, keep it in there.
Didn't really show us a good
how
example
easy it is right now
of the two of them.
to turn on Amico and start playing a game. He's currently in sleep mode.
Are you guys ready to
just
see
hit the button. Goes right into our, now this is a prototype menu screen that
we looks like you're in 20.
It makes the Vita screen look like fucking amazing.
Yeah, it looks like we're in 2008 or something.
What the hell's going on? Hey, kitten. We're looking, because the Take-Two Interactive panel is kind of boring, we're looking at more Intellivision Amico stuff, so people could truly understand what we're doing here. This is the new Intellivision console, yes.
It is.
Looks like a mid-2000s DVD menu. I know, right? Holy fuck. I like the Vita, but the Vita menu is not good. Look at this, though. This shit looks like it's from, literally from, 2005. Plasma Warrior, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hunter Base. I hope you enjoy your stay. God, you came at the best time.
Look at this shit. You can see how you can pick, a whole bunch of the different games.
Oh my God.
Let's play some skiing. How about that? It's going to load. Okay. All right, so here we go. Skiing's pretty cool. There's a bunch of different modes. You can play ski cross, for example. That's where 4 people are kind of battling it out against each other. Time trials. Let's do that. You can see how you can simply add other players, and everyone's disc changes colors. See, I'm the red player. That's why my disc is red here. Let me see. Let's choose some of the risky bridges. I'm going to choose that. We actually have over 10 different slopes in the whole thing. I'm going to skip by this part here. And here we go. This is it. We're playing skiing here. I'm against the clock. You can see this. Now I have a jump button as well, too.
How has it been? It's been all right.
All right. There we go. Trying to go through all the things.
To be fair, this just looks like stupid
Watch
fun.
out. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Don't want to go.
Oh,
don't want to do that. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Show.
I did that.
This actually looks like it actually captures the fun
incredible progress from our team.
And they add stuff to it, which is nice.
We absolutely
this game doesn't have to have good graphics, for example. It doesn't have to look any better than it does. I'm going to go play some right now. But a lot of them
now, over the last year or so, we've been showing off our retro reimagined title, Moon Patrol. Well, I am very proud to introduce the original producer of Moon Patrol, Scott Tsumura.
My name is Scott Tsumura. I'm a co-founder of Todai Games. I am excited.
So, they got original developers and everything. They're doing a lot of right things, but, they're doing so much wrong, too. So much wrong. That's the problem with it. Tommy not taking that shit seriously his own console in the presentation. I know he's trying to be goofy, but it's like, dude, this is not the time and place for that during your event. This was a streamed event they did back in August. Like,
yeah,
to try to promote the console. Like,
if you're excited about something, at least show it.
And you know, Kitten, you hit the nail on the head with that one. The wrong things outweigh the good things, and that's the biggest problem here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Tommy isn't known for being serious, but and what I will say is, as short as the E3 thing was that they showed, that Intellivision showed, at least he took it seriously this time. At least you could tell that he was being serious about it. They just did, like, so 1 step forward, 3 steps back, because they didn't show anything. They still, when they mentioned Earthworm Jim, they showed a circle of people writing about it. They haven't showed any gameplay for that game. That is their killer app. Why have you not shown any gameplay for it? Is it not ready yet? It better be fucking ready when the console comes out. Because, like, that's what's going to move units. If any game of their library is going to move units, it's Earthworm Jim. And they've shown a walk cycle. How are they planning to move units at this game? Other than, and I'm not counting the people who pre-ordered the console. Those people were going to buy it no matter what.
Yeah.
You has to have a hit after the 3D game. Well, there is the remake on 360 and PS3. It's really good. The Earthworm Jim remake. It's the remake of the original game, and it adds 4-person co-op. It's fantastic. It's the ultimate way to play the original game, in my opinion. But man, like, it's just like you've got all these talented people. You're bringing all these people together. You've got all this stuff that you could be doing to make this thing great, but like it's being held back by like arrogance, if anything. I didn't pre-order the console, Kitten, but I will be buying it against my better judgment. I'm buying it because I can make content with it. Mm-hmm. If I wasn't able to make content, I would have no reason to buy it. Like, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to probably get a bunch of Power Plays episodes and maybe some streams out of it. And that's basically what I'm going to be getting it for.
Mm.
Then after the content is done, it's probably going into the closet.
It's just...
Oh! Alicia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the 100 base. In the closet, gather dust. Yes, like the Dreamcast that I'm looking at right now in my closet. It's just that it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want it to fail. I want it to do well, but it's not going to.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be genuinely surprised if it sold well.
Yeah.
I mean, Plasma Warrior, you hit the nail on the head with that one. That's literally the reference. Because I'm a huge Mega Man nerd. So, yeah, the Intellivision Amico, I don't have high hopes for it, but you know what? I'll get it. I'll use my own criticisms when I get it. And maybe we'll have some fun laughing at some games. Who knows?
Fingers crossed.
I mean, my expectations are so low, they can only go up.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Anyways, the Dreamcast, at least there was good games. I'm not saying the television console does it, but you know. Yeah, I know. I just don't play my Dreamcast that often. Actually, I have 2 Dreamcasts. They both have different problems. One has a laser problem, the other one has a power supply problem. So I was thinking of just combining them two into a good Dreamcast system, but I just haven't had the time. I'm not going to put that one cutscene in X4. There's so many. I actually have a What Am I Fighting For shirt. Okay, so that's Intellivision Amico.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see any more of it, we've got time.
Yeah, I think it's still more. It's probably more interesting than whatever's going on in the E3 stream at the moment.
Anything interesting? Well, the 10 minutes of... You know what? The Intellivision presentation is so short, we could probably watch it again while we're waiting.
It's only like 10 minutes.
In fact, they have it uploaded on their YouTube channel now.
Wow.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Tommy Tellerico.
This is what you guys
and what
missed.
an honor it is for Intellivision to be a part of this year's E3. I want to personally thank the ESA for having us be involved.
Getting a second look
and
at it too.
We have seen some
maybe give us some
incredible,
insight.
incredible stuff. What a great time to be a gamer. I've been in the video game industry for over 32 years and have been a part of the creative teams that have made some of the greatest video games of all time.
I still don't get.
Like
okay,
Disney's
other thing too.
Earthworm Jim.
Two other things too. NestGuide.com. I noticed this before.
Including things like Disney's
an emulator shot. Like you can clearly see the emulator bars on the top and bottom.
Yeah.
Like
Aladdin, Earthworm Jim.
Like, did he have the rights to show that? Probably not.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Metroid.
That or
Prime,
just had
Guitar
no
Hero,
other way to show
and
it.
even the guy who did the oof sound for Roblox. Don't hate me. In fact, I own the Guinness World Record for the person who's worked on the most video games in their lifetime. My mother's very proud. But I'm here today to talk about Intellivision and our brand new video game console, Amico. Now, Amico is the Italian word for friend, and that's basically what we've designed our entire system.
There's another thing too I want to show you guys about the controllers here in a moment after we watch this.
That couch co-op experience.
Like this fucking image again, it reminds me of the kind of image you would see on stuff like the Lexibook. In fact, let me pull up the Lexibook here. Oh, the first thing that comes is my buddy SCXCR's review of the Lexibook. He did a multi-part review of it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Not a good thing. So this is look at this. This is the Lexibook console. This is a console you can pick up at Walmart. You could pick up at Walmart for like $20.
That's just a Wii.
It's got motion controls, but it's not nearly as good.
Yeah.
It's like a cheap Wii.
It says 32 bits, but it's mostly like really cheap fucking games. There's also ROMs on it. Oh, wait, what? They made a retro console? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
This looks terrible. I want it. Wait, they sell it on their website? Hold on. I know this is a rabbit hole I'm going down, but I need to know. It's 60 euros. Holy shit.
It's so much. Isn't that pounds?
Or pounds, yeah, sorry, not euros.
It's even more than in euros. That's sad.
Oh my, I kind of want this. They used the same fucking picture on this. It looks like they photoshopped the controllers in their hands too.
They probably did.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, anyways, back to this.
See, when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet to play video games, so if you wanted to play with somebody else,
you know what? That's what Tommy Tellerico's competing with, the Lexibook.
Everybody in a room.
I don't know if he has it's a fair competition even then.
You're probably like me, and I bet your fondest memories of playing games were when you were playing with other people in the same room together. That's what we're all
and
about.
The other thing too, by the way,
I'm going to be honest.
Another thing about this console. Oh, I noticed this. Is that me or is that no? That's the video, isn't it?
Yeah, that's them.
Oh no, that's a search bar. Oops.
Oh, okay.
Another thing about this console: no online play whatsoever.
Ew.
Everything is couch co-op. Everything.
Yikes.
Yikes.
And they did that on purpose because they said, we want the only online feature is online leaderboards. That's it. They did that on purpose because they're like, we want families and friends to play together in the same room. Kind of hard to do that in a pandemic.
That is very true.
It's almost like you'd think that when this hit, they'd be like, man, maybe we should like reconsider only letting people play together in the same room. Maybe we should allow online play. Nope. And I know that people say that quote unquote pandemic is over in the United States. It's not over.
No, it's not even close.
It's not over. This pandemic, we got another year on this thing at least. If we play our cards right, we got another year on it.
If we're smart about it, and we
which
don't,
we're not.
No, we're not.
Which we're not. Which means we're looking at a couple more years.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, Mario. They added online play for Mario Party on Switch. You can play together. I commend them for that, for finally doing that.
Yeah.
I hope this is just not a one-time thing, though. I hope they continue to do that. But like, man, like, fucking.
For a lot of you out there watching this, I'm not going to impress you with our teraflops and gigawatts.
Now I can play with my friends as long as I don't take my schizophrenia pills.
Graphics. That's not what we're about. What we are
Bad joke,
is
I know.
a really simple, fun party machine that you can bring out when maybe some of your non-gaming friends come over. Maybe you have a husband or a wife who isn't into gaming as much as you are. Maybe grandma comes over and you want to play.
Oh man, this is the console for grandma. Like they've talked so many times about trying to get non-gaming people to play this console. It's like, Tommy, it's like, then why are you like putting so much investment in retro games? Like,
here it looks as well as if it's just edited in.
You know what Salt is getting for his birthday? Oh no.
Oh no.
Poor Salt.
Hey, easy content.
Yeah.
And then you'll never have to play it again. You got $250 there for this thing?
Finally, I have a reason to stream again.
Hey,
I mean, or you could take those $250, save an extra $50, and buy a Switch if you don't have one.
Yeah, no, I would buy just a Switch then.
Oh my god, in the video description, they don't even have a hyperlink for their website.
Of course they don't.
Hold on, let's go to their website for a second and just take a look at this. So, sorry, my thing is in high contrast mode, so that's why you're going to see stuff looking like this. See our games. Fun for everyone. And we mean everyone, unless you play online.
Wait, what was that about their prices for gaming? $299 and $999?
$299 and $999 are basically what all games cost. That's another
comes with 6 preloaded games, and then all other games are $3 to $10. Okay.
Yeah.
I typed it in and I was like, this is never how you spelled it. And then I actually got to the site and I was like, wow.
What about charging? Feature-rich controllers. They're fucking controllers. They talk about how much they love these things. Like, it's a touchscreen with a dial.
They look like they cost like $5 to make.
Well, it's not just that. Like, it's just... There's no Pro Controller option. There's no option to use buttons. They have button attachments you can put on this, but that's it. They really expect you to use touchscreen for everything.
Yeah.
They have options, guys. Glacier White, Graphite Black, Limited Wood Grain, the Galaxy Purple copy, the GTO Red. Like,
wow,
man.
I can now play on something that looks like wood. And look, okay, that, to be fair, it does look, some of the designs look okay. I like the red one and the wood one.
Does Amigo sound like your new best friend? A
simple motion control game or a card game or a board game, dice, whatever it is. See, all of our games
Yeah.
are built around fun and
High school kids
simplicity.
definitely don't want to play
That's the
this
most
shit.
important thing for
Yeah.
us. And gathering people in
Yeah, a lot of
room
old consoles had
together
wood
to
grain.
do it.
That's why they're
Here
selling
at
a wood grain
Intellivision,
version.
we've assembled
Because the
an
original
incredible,
Intellivision has wood grain on
passionate
it too.
team of game makers who have over 600 years experience making some of your favorite games. Everything we do, we focus on bringing people together and having simple fun. In fact, we've designed our
These
hardware
fucking stock
entirely
images.
around those two things. So, for example, our
They make
controller
at least they made their own
is really
stock
unique. It has
images,
a
unless they're
color
photoshopped the
capacitive
controllers in their
touchscreen on
hands.
It really comes in handy when
Yeah.
you're playing others that might not be.
I mean,
as
the sad
good
thing
as
is it's
you
probably
in
a toss-up
gaming, so
on
it's
what's
a great
the
way to
actual
give them
case.
little hints. For example, here in Shark, whoever's in last place, it will vibrate because we have haptic as well, and then it shows
Force
the color
feedback.
of the coin that's going to release the next big bonus pearl. So only
Yeah,
that
when I saw the
player
memory
will get
expansion
that
thing, my first thought is, how long until
and
somebody
also
hacks
having a
this?
screen on every single controller gives you a lot of really cool and unique abilities
It'll get
to
hacked.
do game and game designs. For example,
Oh,
everybody
sure.
has their cards and they can hide it in a game like Spades. And here you'll see it on Farkle, another one of our 6-pack-in games that you get free
It's
on every
lagging
console.
on a
You
dice
can shake
rolling
it and
game.
You'll feel the vibration with
Yep.
haptic feedback. And watch, you pour it out, boom, and the dice
Why would they use
fall
specifically
out
that
onto the
footage?
screen. Motion controls are also really important.
Makes me wonder
especially
whether or
for
not that was
casual
the best
gamers.
footage
So
they
a lot
had,
of our
too.
sports and recreation, for example, will use that kind of motion
Which
control.
is
You'll see here
terrifying,
with
frankly.
Cornhole, you're throwing the bag into the hole. By the way, this is another game that comes free on every console. Now, our main
Cornhole.
disc is really unique as well. Most directional pads have 8 positions: up, down, left, rights, and the diagonals. It has
This is their big thing. They talk
64
about like how many points of articulation their disc has, but like for a game like a platformer like Earthworm Jim, you don't need 64 points of articulation. You need 4.
Yeah.
And when you have it like that, that's where you get into accidents of, oh, I'm meant to press up when I'm pressing left. Like, and with them having no buttons, except for the ones in the top and bottom, like any like face buttons, I'm just like thinking like the games I want to play are probably gonna play like trash because it's all touchscreen.
Yeah.
I just like I asked, you know how many times I asked the question, when are we gonna get a pro controller?
Mm-hmm.
I asked it 10 times. They finally answered the question during one of the live streams they did with Review Tech USA, where they said there's gonna be no pro controller. There's gonna be buttons you can add on to the screen, the touch screen. Which I'm like, but that's not the same thing. Give us a controller with buttons, for God's sakes. Watch them release a special controller alongside Earthworm Jim, because they'll realize that people don't want to play it with the touchscreen and a disc. As the AVGN says, what's the most important aspect of any game? Being able to fucking play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like being negative about this. I love the Intellivision. It's one of my favorite classic consoles. So seeing like a new like rebirth of it is exciting, but not this way.
Yeah.
Kaganusha, thanks for the host. Appreciate it. It's just, man. Everything about the Amico is depressing.
Yeah.
What's even more depressing is I'm going to be buying one.
And touch sensitivity as well. So the harder I press down, it'll affect gameplay. Here's a feature I think a lot of gamers are going to love. I can take my controller, I can go over your house, dock it in your system, and because it recognizes that it's my controller, we can now play all of my games that I own on your system at your house. As long as my controller is there, my games are there as well.
That's another thing that they talk about. Like they emphasize, oh, you can take all your games with you. That's cool. But you could also just log into your account on a console with newer consoles and download your games. Like,
yeah,
this is like it's unnecessary. And what happens if you lose your controller? Does somebody now have access to all your games if they happen to fucking have the console? Like, is there a way to prevent people from stealing your games? Like, they don't talk about that. There's no security thing. I guess unless they assume that, well, not everybody's gonna have an Amico. Which means it's just
like
back to being the same stupid shit.
Yeah, and also bringing over your games to another console is just taking your cartridges and putting them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the other thing too is like, and Kaganusha, you made a good point. What happens if you don't have any friends in the 50-mile radius? Too bad. No online gaming for you because they want you to play with people in the same house. They want you to play with people in the same household. What about people who live in the country who don't have good Wi-Fi? Like, what if you don't have friends? Well, I guess the Amico is not the console for you. No, wait, the Amico will be your friend because it's the Italian word for friend.
Again.
Cool feature that we incorporated is wireless contact charging. So once you're done with your controller and your game's over, you just dock it right back into the base and it charges for you.
That's not wireless charging, Tom. That's dock charging. Wireless charging means it would go on a Qi or another equivalent charger. That's not wireless charging.
Yeah.
You literally just lied about that. I mean, I guess he's technically right. It does charge wirelessly, but it's not wireless charging. Also, just notice something. These two controllers are different. If you look at them closer.
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
So one of them must be a prototype controller.
Yeah.
So remember the prototype controllers? The prototype controllers were 3D printed. That's what I remember. They're different controllers. Man.
I hope the left one is the prototype. I really do.
Yeah, if that's the actual one, I'm going to be disappointed in life.
Another unique feature of Amico is that we have interactive LED lighting all throughout the console itself, the base, and all of the controllers. We also have RFID built throughout the entire console, which means you can get a gift card, for example, tap it on the system, and it shows up immediately. You know what's really...
That, to me,
you can get a gift card.
That's good. Like, there's nothing more annoying than having to type in codes for points or money on consoles, or with Steam or whatever. Now, to be fair, these days some of them offer the ability for you to use your phone to scan it in, but still, you get a gift card, you tap it on the console, there you go. You got your stuff. Now, that's also how the physical games are going to work. They're going to come out on cards, so you tap the game. It starts downloading the game. That's innovative. That's cool. I'll give them credit. That's a smart idea.
Yeah. If they also make a system where if you want a certain amount and then you just put your card on there, like your credit card or something, that they then just. But also, I think if they do that, that might also be heavily exploited by hackers.
I don't think they're gonna allow it for debit and credit cards. I think you're gonna have to just still have that attached to your account.
Yeah, otherwise you're just going to. Otherwise, people can just easily siphon out your bank account.
I wonder if you can walk through a store with an RFID scanner and walk out with. Huh.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
That is such
I wonder if
they
have any control over that.
I mean, probably because it's also like buying gift cards in the stores. Unless you buy them, or until you buy them, they don't work.
But the ones in the game cases, how are they going to activate those? I don't know how they're going to do that. Because I know they're offering these at Walmart and GameStop and stuff.
Yeah.
They just activated register. You're probably right. It probably is activated at register. The physical games though are the one that's the question. I wonder how they're going to do that, but I hope they've thought of that.
For example,
but this is smart. I like this.
It shows up immediately. You know what's really cool about
having more consoles did that, where you could just use
together?
The RFID.
I'll give you an example. Astro Smash is a 4-player game. At any point during the game, somebody can pick up a controller and just hit the ship
Drop in
they
multiplayer
want
is a
and
cool
go
idea
right
too.
into the game at any point. Now, for all you collectors out there, you'll be happy to know
You remove the
that
codes?
not only
Oh,
can
okay.
you download games digitally, but we also have physical media as well.
Thanks for your insight
and
on
we'll
that,
be
Avishi.
releasing more information about that later this year. Now, here's something I think a lot of gamers are going to appreciate. We don't allow any loot boxes, in-game purchases, in-app advertising, or paid downloadable content. But what we do have is an
That's some good
online
quality
leaderboard
control.
system for most of our games, where you can go in there and check your scores against your state, your country, the world, or the month, the year, and of all time. And those scores tie into our achievements as well. So if you have the high score at the end of the month of your country, we're gonna email your certificate that you can go print out and hang on your wall. Now, as we all know, the most important part of any video game
Now I
system
can finally print out that I have the high score and number one in Earthworm Jim.
And that's where
So let me go back for a second. Physical games, $19.99 at launch. So physical games are all going to be $20 or less, which is pretty good. Digital games, $9.99 or less. Like that's at least the games are going to cost you a lot. It's buying the console that's going to be the problem. Oh, okay. Aoishi, I have a question. Since you work at one of the game stores, has anyone pre-ordered the Amico in your store yet? I need to know.
Better question. Is your store selling the Amico?
Yeah, does your specific store have pre-orders open, or can people buy the Amico at your store? If you're still here. Because I'm curious. You can pre-order it. You can pre-order it online, and apparently you can pre-order it at GameStop and Walmart. But this will be interesting to hear. 10 more than the digital? Yes, for a card. But you also they also have to print the labels, and they have to print they have to do the boxes and manufacturing. So that makes sense. $20 for physical games, not bad. Pre-orders are open, but no one has pre-ordered. I'm shocked.
I'm not.
That's the joke. So people can pre-order. Has anyone asked in your store would you like to pre-order the Intellivision Amico? I'm sure no one has asked that question, but I have to ask.
I don't even think I can pre-order it.
Oh my god. You can't? There's no European pre-orders?
Not that I know of. I mean, if it's just Walmart and GameStop, I don't think we have GameStop or Walmart.
You can do it from their website as well.
Yeah, that's true. You know what?
That's what I mean. But retail stores, why would they? There's no marketing. We have one poster marketing it. Oh, really? I kind of want that poster, by the way.
If 10 people buy it in America, one person is going to buy it in the Netherlands.
I'm probably the only person I know within a 100-mile radius who's going to buy this thing. I don't know anyone else. No one talks about this thing.
At least it seems portable enough. You can just take it on your trips and then you can play over at your friend's house.
Themselves. They all have to be super fun to play. And that's where we really
I'm probably going to be the only person who has a good, a big Amico collection.
All of them contain a
Wait, it's gone? Oh, okay.
Couch co-op mode.
Damn.
And all the games on our system are exclusive or contain exclusive content. Like Retro Reimagine, where we take some of the greatest classic video games of all time, give them new graphics, new audio, add multiplayer and couch co-op. Some of the things we have, for example, 12 of the best
months ago,
games
yeah.
from Atari, like
I forgot about this
Asteroids,
console until
Tempest,
recently.
Missile Command. We have games like Burger Time and Bump and Jump.
Should I make that a stream goal? Pre-order for Intellivision?
Like Cloudy Mountain and Night Stalker. We have edutainment titles for kids 7 and under.
You think anybody would want to see
like
that?
Sesame Street and Care Bears. Now, our original IP category contains brand new games that we've created, a lot of times around our unique controller. Some of those games are platformers like Finnegan Fox, Bomb Squad, Space Strikers.
I wouldn't be surprised if a
Flying
lot
Tigers.
of GameStops and Walmarts
And we even got the
zero
original
pre-orders
Echo
for
the
this
Dolphin team to create
I'd be surprised
our
if any
new
of them
title
break
called
past 10.
Dolphin Quest.
Oh wow, they got the Echo
We
the
even
Dolphin
take
people to
more
make Dolphin
modern
Quest.
games and
Interesting.
add exclusive co-op modes. Games like Rigid
Did I do the
Force
redeem from
Redux
earlier? No,
Enhanced
sorry. I need to
and
check my
Dino
redeems.
Blaster. Now, our sports and recreational category not only has big sports like Major League Baseball and soccer, but also recreational sports like cornhole, skiing,
Fucking
pool,
cornhole,
and
man.
many more.
Again,
Now, our casual
cornhole.
category
Best
contains
game of
many
the
party
fucking.
games, dice games, board
I do like
games,
bringing
card
cornhole up, I'll
games,
tell you what.
things like spades.
Okay, let's see. I did the Dunktastic.
And even award-winning board games
I did
like
the
Blank
yeah.
Slate, Telestrations.
All right,
and Ink
everybody,
and
wash your hands. I'm
Now,
gonna wash
I've
my
already
hands
mentioned some really big partnerships
right now.
and licenses like
You
Major
want
League
me to
Baseball and
unmute
Sesame
or
Street,
mute when I
but
wash
we
my
have
hands?
even
up to you.
including things
All right,
like
I'll just
Mattel
unmute so you can hear the
Hot
water
Wheels,
running.
Harlem
As proof, you know.
Globetrotters, and so much more.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
There's Data East on there, so like, they must have a. If they have a license with Data East though, Data East games aren't exclusive. So what are they doing? Yeah, exactly, Iwishi. I doubt anybody in your store is going to pre-order them. All right, well, I wash my hands. Everybody wash your hands. And then when they come back, I will do the other redeem that I forgot. Sorry about that, everybody. That out of curiosity, 10K VIP edition pre-orders for the Amico. They do have licensed MLB, just like the original console did. The one of the big sellers in the early days for the Intellivision was their realistic sports games. Ironically enough, their sports games look realistic.
Mm-hmm. All right, hands washed.
So are mine. Now, let me ask
Funny
you
because my bathroom is, yeah.
Oh wait, continue what you're gonna say.
My bathroom was like one room over, so I just had to walk to the back and out there.
$250 for the black version. I'm probably gonna get the if I can, I'm gonna try to get the EB Games exclusive one. That, or I want to get the wood grain. I'll give you 50. Should I'm considering changing my thing to say that. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Eli. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
We're watching Amico stuff until the next thing.
Is Capcom on yet, or no?
No, Capcom's not until like 5 o'clock.
Oh.
In fact, actually, let me just double check. Yeah, Capcom isn't until... Capcom's not till 7:30. Or 8 or 6:30. Wait, hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. What's 2:30 plus... Oh, no, 5:30. Sorry. Yes, so I was close. 5:30. And then Razor's right after that.
I'm back. Hands are washed.
Okay, and guys, did you all remember to download the computer today?
Yes.
Beating a dead horse.
It's a redeem. Somebody redeemed it. So I had to ask.
Oh, right.
Did you download the computer today, Eli?
One of these days, yes. I did that.
All right.
We've previously announced that we're doing a brand new exclusive Earthworm Jim game for Intellivision.
And let's show absolutely no gameplay. Let's just show us talking around
something special.
a thing.
So we're going to give
They
away
didn't even show the
3
trailer
of
they
these
announced
new
the last
prints.
time either.
All of the team members signed it. All you have to do is email cow@intellivision.com with the subject line groovy. You have till the end of June to do that, and then we'll announce 3 winners at the end of the month.
Why that?
Well, thank you for spending a little time with us here
Because
today.
it's the
Hopefully,
most
as you can
scam thing
see,
to do.
Our approach is a little different than everything else that's out there.
Did you see
and
Booba?
we really don't view others as competition.
Did it clip through? I hope not. There's no nipples, so it's not like they have to be added on manually.
It's such
So
an exciting time.
if it does
to be
clip
in the
through, my
industry,
apologies.
To be a fan of the
I've not
industry,
seen anything.
and we are fans of the video game industry.
Like
and
your
if there's
Koikatsu
something
model,
that you've
right?
seen here
Yeah, this
today
is a Koikatsu
that might
model.
be of interest.
Yeah, no,
or
I
maybe you're a
just recognized the
developer who wants to
ears
make some
instantly.
games for us.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to
It's
place
pretty
a pre-order.
impressive how
Please
it's
go to
made.
Intellivision.com. We want to hear from
Miss
you.
Telly did a really good job at converting it. All right. Well, I think took enough time talking about the Amico. I think now, let's see, what's next? Next is Mythical Games. So, and then the indie presentation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I sent my email. I'm going to win that swag. Nice job.
I mean, it's probably pretty easy, honestly.
What does Mythical make?
What does Mythical make? You know what? Let's do a quick Google search. Their newest game is Blanco's Block Party. Let's go to their website. Next generation game.
I have heard of it.
Studio.
I can just not think of any game that they made.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just go to... Is there not a...
It should be a Wikipedia page or something.
Myth video game series. Doesn't even have their own Wikipedia page to see what games they've made. Here's what we'll do.
I think there might be a... It sounds like a mobile developer, though. Maybe?
Mythical Games Company. Maybe then we find something.
The only thing that comes up is Blancos.
Oh.
Oh, well. It's got to be better than... It has to be better than
everything's great all the
Amico.
time, right? This was a window at least.
Like,
Probably.